Hey people, I've been really wanting to get squat shoes or weightlifting shoes. It's been really a challenge to find some of these shoes in Kenya. And so my experience on how I found my weightlifting shoes is that's one day I was just leaving the gym in an evening, and I saw somebody selling shoes by the roadside. So being that I really have a penchant for shoes, I went and looked at what he's selling, and believe you me, I found he had weightlifting shoes. And I asked him, do you really know what you have? Funny enough, he didn't really know what he had. So I tried to explain to him, but he couldn't really get it. He just wanted to make some quick money and dispose of the shoes. So I told him these are weightlifting shoes and they are very, very important for the gym. So since I didn't really want to let him really know what he had, and I wanted to get them from him, I just told him, how much are you selling these shoes for? Then he told me, I think the price was 1,500. Then the Kenyan in me just kicked in and I told him, I have 1,000 bob. He didn't even bargain. He said, okay, take that 1,000 bob. And he said, manzi hata hizi viatu ziko na 0 mileage. So you know how weightlifting shoes have a hard sole on the bottom. So I fitted them on, and luckily enough, I was so lucky enough, they fit my shoe size, size number 42. I took them and paid the guy his cash, and those were Nike Romelios. Nike Romelios, they can cost an average of, depending on the design, an average of 10,000 to 20,000 Kenya shillings. I've seen some for 5,000, but I really don't know how they are. But I know the average price is around 10,000 to 20,000 Kenya shillings. So I bought mine for 1,000 Kenya shillings. So if you see me with them, I didn't really cough a lot of money. I was one month's trash is another month's gold. That was the case in this scenario. And so today I just want to tell you how this has my experience in using the weightlifting shoes. But before that, I'd like to show you the different types of platforms while lifting weight. There are 3 types of footwear while lifting weight. First is I'll go to the normal person on the day-to-day gym uses the sport shoes. That's the number 1 method that is commonly known. Number 2, this is not commonly known, but I think athletes use this, and that is they use their bare feet. Number 3 is the squat shoes. Squat shoes, this is now used by athletes mostly, but can also be used by the normal person. And I'll go to the reason why the normal person should invest in the squat shoes. The normal way people lift weights in the gym, and generally you use your normal sport shoes, and I'm going to debunk these sport shoes. It's been debunked over and over again, but to the layman, I really want the layman to really invest in squat shoes. So the normal sport shoes, why shouldn't you use your normal sport shoes? Number 1, your normal sport shoes are bouncy. So once you put the weight on your shoulders, your center of gravity is compromised because it tends to bounce a lot at the sole of its feet. Then another thing is the normal sport shoes also can't really last at the gym, since your feet will be pushing out because of the weight that is on top of you. So your toes will really be pushing out the soles of your feet, and probably they may lead to some wear and tear. Also, you might compromise your lower back because your hip mobility is compromised. Your ankle mobility is also compromised on how low it can go. It's a no-no for the sport shoes. You shouldn't use your sport shoes while doing your squats. So if you don't have money to invest in a sport shoe, believe you me, you can use your bare feet. Your bare feet are better as compared to the sport shoes. The reason why your bare feet are better as compared to the sport shoes is your feet is planted to the ground and your toes can solidly feel the ground, your heels can solidly feel the ground. So you have a better range of motion. By range of motion, I mean your ankles can go a bit lower, your hips can go back better, there is no bouncing effect, your center of gravity is not compromised as compared to the sport shoes. So I'll prefer somebody lifting weights with his or her bare feet as compared to the sport shoes. There are some people who have better hip mobility. They can move backwards by the hips and they have better ankle mobility and they can go all the way without investing their squat shoes. But this varies from different people. So my take is I'll prefer using your bare feet while squatting as compared to the sport shoes. Finally, and here it comes, squat shoes. Why should the normal person invest in squat shoes? The reason why a normal day-to-day gym goer has to invest in squat shoes is your hip mobility is not compromised and your ankle mobility is not compromised. As you can see, this is how the squat shoe is designed. The heel is a bit up, is a bit higher as compared to the normal shoes. The sole is very, very hard, and so what does that to the range of motion while performing your squats is your hips can dig in deeper and your chest will get out easily, and also your ankle, since it will be raised, it will have better mobility or better range of motion. So this will protect your spine, will protect your spine and lower back aches, and also protect your ankles. So that's the reason why you should really invest in a squat shoes. And this can also help performance in terms of going up with weight. You can really go up with weight since your COG also is not compromised. The muscles that are supposed to be targeted when lifting squats are basically your whole body, but the central muscle is your quads. Your quads should be really activated while you are using your squat shoes. This is one of the safest gym accessories I think every day-to-day gym goer has to invest in. So guys, my experience with using the squat shoes has been fantastic. I feel so safe, I feel more confident, I feel my center of gravity is excellent. These are the Nike Romelios. There are other squat shoes that can be got from different labels. These are Adidas, a bit expensive. With time, I think we're going to invest in that. But guys, please, if you have some money, if you know where you can find some, invest in this. You will get the results. Your squat performance will go up and you'll enjoy your squat sessions. Thank you. See you in the next video.